Hey guys, welcome to Mail Monday, a weekly series that's not so much about the gameplay, but instead is about your questions and my answers to them. Having said that, it's a pretty good score in the gameplay. Let's get started. Hey Woody, I need some serious help about my girl cheating on me. So I was at my prom after party, and at this party there was a lot of booze and a lot of weed going around, and my girlfriend was hitting them both pretty hard. So I left the party at about 3 in the morning, and my Sophie wanted to stay at 3 in the morning. I felt slightly uneasy about leaving her around a fair few guys, but I wasn't really thinking straight because I was under a bit as well. The next day I found out she hooked up with someone else, and I was really mad. But then today I found out she also slept with a different guy after that. I really love her, and she said she doesn't even remember but was really drunk and stoned, and she was really sorry and regrets it. I don't know whether to take her back or to leave her. Woody, what do I do? An answer on Mail Monday or a simple inbox would be amazing because I'm really confused and my friends don't know what to do either. I have seen too much of this lately, like in my friends and coworkers' relationships. And oddly, by the way, it's been the women cheating, which is against the cliche. And I see the stress that it brings on their marriage. I see the problems that they fight with. And I see their, willingness to work it out and such. And I think to myself, like, man, whatever works for you is fine with me. Whatever brings you happiness, I'm just on your side. I hope that your life works out well. I can understand when these people have 10, 15 years together, how hard it must be to throw that away. How hard it must be to just toss out that they've got children involved, and now you're going to talk about not seeing them as much, and they just want what they had before. I get that. And it's never quite like it was before. One of them always knows that they're worthy of your distrust. I wish I could find a better way to state that. And the other one always knows that things aren't quite the same, right? There was that one time. And, it can be forgiven, but it's just not forgettable. It's not something, it's always this, scratch, this tear in your perfect painting of a relationship that never quite heals. That's what you're dealing with on a best case scenario. But I can see why people might choose that over throwing everything away when there's that kind of history there. You don't have that kind of history. You don't. This freaking whore. Dude, she started planning her cheating with you when, she was saying, I think I'm going to stay behind at this party. Yeah, her decision making may have been impaired, but dude, let's talk about what's going to happen if you bring her back. You think you're going to get married and have a wonderful relationship? No, dude, this freaking thing is tainted right now. She's going to blow some other guy later on at the next party. I would toss her. I would not give her. You are better than this. You have value. Girls can't just run around sleeping with other guys and know that you'll always be there. That's not how this goes. You are better than that. So don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. That's what I would tell her. I would send her packing because you are too good to deal with this relationship. The situation might be different if there was a ton invested in this, but you're talking about a freaking high school prom here? No, man. Time for the next woman. That's the deal. Woody, I had an amazing night and I'm having a problem. I kissed a girl and I don't know if I'm a good kisser. How do I know if I'm a good kisser, and how can I kiss better? I really need to know how to please my girlfriend. By the way, I'm 14. I don't care if it's on Mail Monday. I just need help. I love this guy in a no homo or pedo way. But anyway, the reason I chose this topic is that I had a similar dilemma and mindset when I was a little grommet learning to surf on the Jersey Shore. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to address this. And I sort of, I think about these things in advance. This isn't all just seat of my pants stuff. And I was like, man, how do you tell a guy how to kiss well, right? Like, how do you address this? And it was easier for me to talk about the mistakes that you can make than to talk about the things that you can do right. So let's talk about some of the things that you're going to avoid. First thing, keep her dry, right? If you are doing something in your kissing technique that gets her mouth or lips or like where a mustache grows or any of that wet, you are severely screwing up. And then we're talking about tongue kissing here, right? The regular kissing, the kind that you do to your mom, you've already got that mastered. It's no different to regular, to peck your girlfriend on the cheek than it is to peck your mom. Same thing going on there. But for the tongue kissing, the stuff that you don't do with your mom, probably keep her dry, right? That's the deal. If you're doing something with your tongue, that you're licking her lips or whatever, then you're doing it wrong. That sort of slobbering is uncalled for. as far as tongue depth goes. You follow her lead. That's my advice to you. I've heard these complaints like, oh yeah, he stuck his tongue all the way down her throat or something along those lines. Man, follow her lead. How far is her tongue going in your mouth? Half an inch? Inch and a half? I don't know. Do what she does. That's a good starter technique. Another thing to avoid, the whole biting thing, right? Biting is an advanced technique that you'll be picking up in college. There's a lot to be said for these subtle sort of, passionate lip biting co-ed things going on there. But you're not ready for that, my friend. You are much better off avoiding the advanced techniques. If I were teaching you to dive, I would not be teaching you how to do a triple backflip with a half twist. If I'm teaching you to kiss, stay away from the biting. The other thing is, this is an enjoyable thing. If something goes wrong, if your teeth bump, if your noses bump, if you're wearing your hat and it bops her in the forehead, the correct thing to do is to smile and keep on. The wrong thing to do is to freaking look at your feet, act like you messed it up, and prepare for her to dump you. No, man. You and your girlfriend, same team, baby, same team. You're in this together. And if a little silly thing goes wrong, it's not, oh my God, what have I done? It's... oh well, it wouldn't be a full day if our teeth didn't bump at least once. That's the attitude you need to have. Happy kissing, and you're 14. Keep it at that. Love your vids for a while now. PKA is the best, but thanks for all the other awesome vids, especially Mail Monday. I've been with the same girl for 14 years. She is the best. One odd thing, though, she tells me about her dream every morning. Gets annoying because I work nights. And in the morning, it's the last thing I want to hear. How do I tell her I just don't want to hear it without hurting her feelings? Is that normal behavior for me as the boyfriend to not want to hear it? Oh my God. That is completely normal to find something annoying about an otherwise perfect person. My wife? It's freaking movie quotes. If she says something that starts with the movie quote, she can't help not finish it. If she says, I've got a feeling, it'll end with, we're not in Kansas anymore. If she says, I love the smell, she has to add of napalm in the morning or whatever. There's no place, she has to say like home. And it's like, man, this conversation kind of was covering something until you sidetracked it into Wizard of Oz or Good Morning Vietnam or whatever it is that weird. And I think you just love them in spite of it, because yeah, they're solid people, not one you want to trade in. I just suck it up and take it. If you like the video, be sure to click on like. I always appreciate that. If you're new around here, you can click on subscribe in the top right, and you'll see future videos from me. 2 you may have missed. Top 1, Rap Battle with Wings of Redemption. It was really fun to make. And the bottom one is, the weekly microwave series, where we put stupid stuff in microwaves and watch it go. So check those out. Have a good day. Talk to you later.